Hello, and today we are tackling hall stairs and landing. We're going to be replastering some damaged walls. They're having the whole area redecorated, and it is a crisp 1 degree C outside today, so I'm quite pleased we are inside this lovely winter's morning, and we shall be doing the prep work today. So the plan. First thing you do when you get to a job, especially an internal job, well, both jobs really, is you will prepare, cover and protect the area thoroughly. So you will see us protect all the floors, fully cover any areas that we think might be susceptible to get splattered and plastered. We're going to be using a very high quality and strong primer over all of the old walls. So it is important to protect all the woodwork and any other areas that might get splattered. Another method, you wipe as you go, which also is very effective. But either way, you want to make sure you clean and tidy. As this primer, the whole purpose is to stick the new plaster to the old plaster as best as possible. So it's not PVA. We use a much stronger primer than PVA now. There's loads out there. So yeah, let's crack on. So as I mentioned, first thing we do is use the plastic sticky carpet protector over all the carpets. You can get varying qualities. They gauge the thickness of the plastic. This is a heavy duty sticky plastic, so it's thicker than some of the cheaper rolls you can buy, which helps for the durability. When you're standing on it, walking on it, it's not so bad. But as soon as you put a metal hop up on, especially the cheaper carpet protectors, it can snag and tear a hole in it. And we will, even with this thicker, heavy-duty carpet protector, quite often double it up, just to give it that bit of extra protection, especially as this carpet is staying. This is decent, nice carpet that's staying. And you can see this is the whole hall, stairs and landing. It's been a very long time since it's been decorated. It did have wallpaper on it, which has all been removed by the customer for us. And you can see we are just doing all of the walls. There's a little spot there. You can see where the backing coat of the wallpaper has been left. The customer did apologise and did offer to remove that. I told them not to worry at all. They were so lovely. They actually beat me to it and removed it anyway. And this is the landing area. You can see classic weak spot there. Very common to get hairline cracks above the sort of corners of doors. So they will definitely need taping. But all in all, this has been very, very well prepared for us. So we do also like to tape up the edges, because there will be, it's quite a messy job, as I'm sure you're all aware. So this is render tape. It's one of my favourites. So take all the edges. I think this is absolutely crucial to keep those carpets absolutely immaculate. So without that, little bits of moisture or plaster can drip down. Now, this is one of my favourite little toolboxes. I'm no electrician, but a little electrical set is very useful. That's right, you guessed it, whipping off the light switches and sockets. Now, there weren't any actual electrical sockets on this one. Now, all I needed to do here, I will occasionally just disconnect them and take them off the wall and then reconnect them. But in this instance, I just unscrewed them. And then to make sure we don't lose the screws, a little tip, pop the screws back in and then rip a little bit of the trusty tape, stick that over the top, and those screws aren't going anywhere. And now with that socket completely off the wall, we can plaster like properly all over. You can see some of the old paint there's just a little bit flaky. So we've go over the walls again just to get any loose flaky bits of paint. You can see there the little bits there, so we'll go over it. We'll sort of give it all a good old scrape again, just trying to get all the worst of it, any loose flaky paint. It's actually done a very good job. And then your essential tools for priming, fairly obvious perhaps, but a standard 9-inch roller I like to use a brand new rolling pad, and also a brand new paintbrush. And this is the super duper top of the line primer, which will give us a fantastic adhesion. Not only is it an amazing for the plaster to stick to, but it also will completely seal over those walls. So any little tiny bits of flaky paint or bits, it'll completely seal over it. But do remember, get your little paintbrush for all your edges. There's the plastering guru, Kris, doing all the detail work. Mr. Perfectionist himself. And that is it's the Plasterer's Stabilizing Primer. It's some of the strongest, most expensive primer on the market. Doesn't always necessarily mean best, but in this case it does live up to the price. And there you can see that the hall, stairs and landing has now had a very nice, thorough, even coating. I hope you found this video helpful and useful in some way. If you have, please like, subscribe, share, and feel free to leave any comments. I do read them and I answer pretty much all of them. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you on the next one, part 2 of the plastering of this area coming up shortly.